Good evening, all. Pastor Matthew, assistant to the rector at Christ Church, to talk to you today about the church's rite of anointing the sick. In older days, and amongst our Roman brothers and sisters, extreme unction was an old way we would refer to this rite of the church. In the Reformed Catholic Church, among Lutherans and Anglicans, this is considered a rite of the church, and among our Roman brethren, this is a sacrament. Still is thought of as a sacrament. Either way, it's a chief and important ministry that the church extends to those who are sick. It's not always. We have heard, of course, of the term last rites. Last rites is actually a collection of ministries of the church for folk who are just about at the end of their physical life and about ready to take up life in new life in the promise of their baptism. But the anointing of the sick can be used for prayer and for blessing and for anointing of folk who are sick, who we fully assume will recover. Today this is on my mind because I was at Vancouver General Hospital today to extend this ministry of the church to a friend of mine who I just found out an hour ago did indeed die and now inherits his eternal rest. The ministry is beautiful in that it is a collection of prayers, of the recollection that, like much of what we do in the church, points ever back toward the font, towards God's first promise to us, that I will not abandon, saith the Lord, that you will stumble and you will fall and you will hope and you will have good intentions and you will fail in those intentions, but it does not change the love, deep and profound and abiding, that I have for you, that cannot be separated by anything, height, depth, powers, principalities, as Paul said, or even your passing into the next life. And so in this ministry, prayers are offered, again, a recollection of baptism, reading of various psalms, of course, Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd, of course, is a popular one at these times. And then the anointing of the forehead of the sick, with anointing oil, which is often held by the pastor or the priest in this way and anointed on the forehead like so. And then effectively the last sermon in a last rites situation that the faithful will hear before again they take up new life in the Lord. Last rites, again, are a little bit different. They're a collection of rites, of which extreme unction or anointing is part. There would have been also a confession, absolution, and the Eucharist. And taken together, the old Latin word for that was viaticum, which means preparation for the journey or provisions for the journey, via being the road. Viaticum, isn't that lovely? So as if we were blessing and praying for you, we were anointing you, we were feeding you, and then sending you off on your way on the road to the proverbial Jerusalem, I suppose. So today I stand just so very pleased and privileged to have been able to extend this rite to my friend Doug, and that the church has such a beautiful rite to prepare and to remind folk of the love of God and to send them on their way. And that's it.